Hello friends, Mrs. Rains here. In this slide, we are going to see an example of me writing out my action steps for my goal, which is to fold an origami cube tutorial. So I don't just want to fold the cube because I can already do that, and it's pretty easy to me at this point. That's not a challenge. But what is a challenge is going through something step by step and showing someone else how to do it. So I'm also kind of working on my SMART goal right now. That's cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys how I would go through the step process. So my goal, as you saw in the last session, is to make an origami cube tutorial video and upload it somewhere, like to my Facebook, or I could maybe put it on the school website if my teacher can help me out with that. So the important thing to remember is that I want to break down every single step, because when I first sat down to do this, it looked like this. 1, make cube, 2, upload tutorial. And I was like, psh, I can do that in like a day. But then I really thought about what my goal was, and I was like, ooh, I need to do some research. I need to make a script, because it's hard for me sometimes when I'm going through step by step to remember exactly what to do. So I need to have a script to go off of when I make my video. I don't even know how to make a video to upload to a YouTube or a Facebook. So, like, I'm working on that right now too, right? So I really like, make cube, upload tutorial. I'm missing some steps there, right? So I revised and I started over and I said, well, really, I know how to make a cube. I don't want to start there. I need to start with writing down every step, because when I make my tutorial, I don't want to miss anything. So my first step is write down all the steps. Write down all steps for origami cube. All right, now what would come next? After I write down all my steps, maybe I should see what other people do in their tutorials, so that I can have a good idea of what I should put in mine. So my next step is to research. So number 2, research tutorial videos. And I could even be specific here and say on YouTube. All right, so I have my steps. I've seen what other people are doing. Am I just seeing what they're doing in their tutorial, or am I also seeing how they record it? Ooh. I might want to put a note. Pay attention to what they say and do for recording. Because I want to make sure I say and do those things too. Like if they're saying, oh, look, I'm going to do a close-up, or if they have, sometimes you know how they have words. I want to make sure I do that stuff too. Now what? Okay, write down all the steps for my origami cube, research the tutorial videos on YouTube, pay attention to what they say and do. So I've written down my steps, I've researched the tutorial videos. Now I need to record, right? So I would probably say record. And then what's next? After I record it, I'm going to have to what happens next? I might have to do a little more research, right? So after I do my research, pay attention to what they say and do for the recording. What I notice a lot of times in these recordings is the person isn't talking during the recording. They're just doing the steps, and then they do what's called a voiceover or a narration. So what I might actually say is, before I actually start recording, I probably need to make a script for my narration, for my voiceover. So, that's going to actually go, so I'm already revising. I might say script for voiceover. After I have my script for my voiceover, should I just record it then? If I'm going to record it, I kind of want to practice it first. So I should probably practice making the cube. Practice cube, because I haven't made it in a while actually. So, okay, write down all my steps. Research some tutorials and see what they do and how they record it. Script for a voiceover. Practice the cube and make sure that my script has every step. So maybe I should flip-flop those. I think I will. I think I'm going to say 3 is practice the cube and 4 is write the script. And I'll say don't leave anything out. Boop. Boop, boop, boop. All right, so I've got my cube, I practiced my cube, I made my script. Then I can record. Okay, so step 1, 2, 3, 4. Step 5 is record. Now, after I've recorded, I think I have to do the voiceover separate, so I might have to do a little more research and learn how to use a software for that. So my step 6 is going to be find and learn software for voice over video. And you might actually break those up on your goal. You might say, I want to find and learn, I want to find a software, then my step 7 would be I want to learn about the software. All right, step 7 would then be make the video, video with voice over. And then I guess my step 8 would be publish, because then I want my tutorial to go somewhere. So 8 would be publish tutorial. So I went from 2 steps to 7 steps, which is a lot more realistic. This way I, instead of saying, oh, I did my cube and now I just have to upload it, like, oh, that second step's gonna take me 7 weeks. I don't even know how long it'll take me. I can go through and say, okay, today I'm gonna work on writing down all my steps for my origami cube. That can be my goal for today. I can work on 1 step. Then I'll research my tutorial videos on YouTube and see what they're doing, what they're saying, how it looks, how they record it. I think they record it like from the top down. I don't know how to do that. Does my tripod even go that way? Like, I'll have to practice and learn and figure some stuff out. Script for a voiceover. Oh wait, no. Research, practice the cube, and then make my script for the voiceover, and don't leave any steps out. I want to make sure I talk about everything I'm doing. Then I record my video. Then I can find and learn about a software to do a voiceover on a video that's already been recorded. Then I'm going to make my video with the voiceover, and that step might take me a while because I don't know how long it's going to take or how many chances I get to do a voiceover, so I don't know. And then number 8 would be publish my tutorial. So you'll get these steps on the next slide. You'll see my example, and then I want you to practice on whatever your goal is. Think about your specific, measurable, attainable, related, and time-bound. Specifically with the measurable and the specific, make sure that you're putting the specific thing. So mine is a tutorial, so I didn't just say make a cube, done. I want to make a video tutorial, so I have to think through every part of making a video tutorial, and a lot of it's going to be researching and learning software. Your goal might be different, so if you're confused or you don't know what your action steps should be, make sure you reach out to your teacher and ask for some help, okay? All right, I'll see you guys in the next session. Bye-bye.